if possible. All right. Monica, take it away, friend.
Okay. Hi, guys. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's doing great. Hope everyone's surviving. I'm going to be honest, I am exhausted, so I'm going to try to bring this together. So tonight, we're going to talk to you guys about all the new. Is everybody muted? Okay, cool. We're going to talk to you guys about all the new things. If you guys were on the Super Saturday call, the virtual one a couple of weeks ago, you know that they just were like boom, 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 shared so many new things that are coming out. So we kind of want to go through each one in a little more detail. And I'm the lucky one that gets to talk about BOD groups. Who has heard of BOD groups? Who wants to kill BOD groups? Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. So if you guys have been on Facebook for your groups, you probably haven't maybe dabbled in BOD groups as much, but if you were on the My Challenge Tracker app, anybody else besides me, Jen Pen, on the Challenge Tracker app? Wow, okay. Okay, so everybody else has been on Facebook. So what they did is the My Challenge Tracker app, they basically said goodbye and they did an immediate migration to BOD groups. So this doesn't affect you guys, but it's been very interesting in our groups because they really didn't give us a chance to kind of move over successfully, not successfully, but just in general, there's a lot of kinks. But for you guys, this is really great because you guys have a chance to kind of start it with a small group of people. I'm sure you guys have already started, kind of, set your own time to kind of ease into it. Until they work out the kinks. So the reason why they created BOD groups, and if any of this is like too redundant, just stop me. But I know as a coach a few years ago, when I started a new challenger, I would say, okay, download this app for your nutrition and download the Beachbody On Demand app for your workouts and then download My Challenge Tracker app for your group. And it was really overwhelming. It got really confusing. It was just kind of didn't make a lot of sense why it was spread across. So they were like, let's bring it all together. So they decided, and this has been going on for about a year, they've been kind of formulating this platform to bring all of it together. So not only will you have a place for obviously Beachbody On Demand, that's where all of this is hosted. If everyone has the app, hopefully everybody does, there's a new button that was added to the bottom that says groups, and that's where it's going to be hosted. And one of the reasons why they did that is, like I said, to integrate everything together to make it easier. But also, they wanted to simplify the process for newer coaches. They really had newer coaches in mind because if you're a new coach and you're asked to run your own group, that can be really overwhelming. You're kind of like, where do I start and what graphics do I use and where do I get the information and and how do I market for it? Well, this kind of solves that issue. So it's all built into your My Site, which I'll go over a little bit. And you have like a wizard little thing. You can pick the graphics. You can pick the start time. Like it's very, very user friendly, but they really had newer coaches in mind because they wanted to encourage you guys to start off and have kind of that confidence. Like, you know what, you can run a group too. So that's one of the biggest reasons. And also they really have found, like Carl was talking about this on the National Wake Up Call, was that community is a huge piece of people's success. So it's not just here's your workout, here's your meal plan. Like you guys know, like challenge groups are everything. And so they really wanted to highlight that with this. They really wanted to make it super easy where you can, email your coach and, go buy something from, online or whatever you need all in one place. So community was the other thing they had in mind when they made this. If you guys have dabbled in it already, it's important to note that this is just phase 1 of 3 phases. They are going to continue throughout the year. This year in particular, there's 3 phases. They're going to continue to bring out different things. Like, for example, when you're on Facebook, there's a live feature, which I'm sure as coaches, we love to just pop in live. We don't have that option just yet, but it's coming in the next phase. So things like that. So again, for a show of hands, who is planning on running their own bod group? Okay. So at the end of this call, hopefully numbers will change, but I really encourage you guys, do like a dummy one. And, you know, I'm not going to go through how to do it, but if you're a new coach and you've never like done your own group, just do like a mock-up one, like go in there after this call or sometime this week and kind of play around with it. It's really, really, really neat. What else can I share about this? So the things that are migrated into bod groups is everything that was on My Challenge Checker app is over. Beachbody On Demand is over there. The coach office is connected to it. Share a Cart also connected to it. And then My Site. So you have all this stuff. And you guys are going to see in a minute, I'm going to share my screen and show you why you need to update your My Site, which who knows what My Site is or who doesn't know what My Site is? Okay, so everybody knows what it is? Okay, cool. But this makes it, the last thing I want to share in general about bod groups is it kind of markets itself. So let's say you get new leads from Beachbody. They can go under your profile and they can see like, oh, she has these groups running. What's that about? And they can click on it and preview it and see, get a short description, whatever you guys put in there, and request to join it. So someone that you don't even know, you know how we get new leads and we email them and crickets, we never hear back from them. This is such an easy way to put it out there already, what we're doing. So it kind of markets itself, which is really, really cool. So any questions so far? Yes. We're good. Okay. The last thing that I wanted to share was Carl just mentioned briefly that there's a lot of people that don't want to be on Facebook anymore just for the general distractions, you know, whether it be politics or ads or whatever it is. So again, this is another way to kind of get people focused on their nutrition and just focus in general in a positive environment. So that's another reason for this. Coaches, you guys will have your own portal. So challengers only have it through the app, but we as coaches will have our own portal. It's bodgroups.com. You can go there now and you just kind of play around with it. Anything else you guys want to know about it? Do I need to go through My Site or do you guys kind of know how to set that up? Thoughts on that?
Hey, real quick. I'm not sure that everybody does know what My Site is and how to do it. They might just not want to say that they don't. So you may want to quick do that. And then one thing, because I have not scheduled posts in the bod group yet, can we schedule them from our phones or only from the computer?
Only from the computer.
Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you.
Yeah. Everything is done on the desktop.
Can you not schedule them if you're on Safari on your phone at bodgroups.com? I think you can.
Yeah, you
do
can.
It from your phone that way. You just can't do it through the app. You can't do it through the app. But you could go to Safari on your phone or your web browser, and you could put in bodgroups.com and go in that way.
Yeah.
It's way more user-friendly just to see it big and be on your desktop or your laptop or whatever. But
it is for sure. I'm trying to think really quick if I went over everything. Okay, yeah. So let me just share. It won't take long, and honestly, I did this yesterday, like right before bed. I don't know if it's good or not, but let's see. Actually, hold on. Share, where are you? You guys see that? That's my group. Nope, that's not it either. Okay, so to get to My Site, all you're going to do is you're going to log into the back office. So here we are at the back office. When you go to the Grow My Business tab at the top, you're going to click that. And then you're going to see My Website's profile. So you're going to click on that. Eventually. And this is basically what it looks like. So here you have a chance to kind of customize what your site looks like. And I really, more than anything, I really want you guys to do this after like some point, because this is really important. So first of all, contact information. This is super old. Obviously, you need to change the picture. So your name, email, your country, if you want, your team name. And then after every time that you fill it out, okay, this can link out to your Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, save and publish. And you're going to do this for each segment. So then you're going to go to bio, do the same thing. So this is what your people see. Just basically could be a blurb about, you know, yourself. I talk about back surgery, just kind of like my journey from why I got started. And then here it's really cool. You can add like your lifetime rank. You can add, you know, just different things about yourself if you're a Shakeology 365er, which I thought was cool. And then you can add pictures. You can add a bunch of different pictures that, you know, whoever wants to see. And then I didn't do this yet, but you can do an intro video. Really cool. I really recommend you guys doing that. And then they can look through that. And then under groups, this is actually where bod groups will be. So this is another blurb of kind of like how you run groups, like what your philosophy is. Maybe you kind of talk a little bit about, you know, what you kind of do in your groups. And then this right here, I really want you guys to pay attention. So it says, yes, show my current upcoming groups on my coach website. This is where if you don't click it, any groups that you're running will not show. So you definitely want to click that, save and publish. And then you'll go to about. You can put before and afters here. Where do you get your inspiration? Who's your favorite Beachbody trainer? Just little fun things, you know? And then the last thing would be links. So if you do hide, you won't have people see that you can allow like the coach tab. So there will be like a little tab at the bottom of your page, like learn more about coaching. Or, you know, here are my groups. So you want to show all of that. So save and publish. And then you're good to go. So that's pretty much it. I wonder if I can show you guys mine. No, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to stop the share. But anyway, that's the general gist of it. So again, if you guys are running bod groups, even if you're not, please do me a favor and definitely fill that. It will not take you very long at all. So does anyone have any questions? That's very like basic overview of bod groups.
I have a quick one. I haven't looked at my old coach page in quite a while. Did they migrate over like what I had there before, my bio and my pics? Okay.
Yes.
And I know I'll still look at my new one and update it, but.
Yeah, and that's why I definitely recommend you guys go and update it, because it could be, you know, pretty old. Like mine was just definitely need to be updated. But yeah, there are kinks. There are lots of kinks. But every day, the team of 200 people, the IT department, they are working to get these things kind of going. But anyway, it's super exciting, something to be really, really excited about for coaching. And this is just another thing, the last thing I'm going to say, this is another reason why like coaching is so amazing. They're making our jobs so easy for us guys. Like there really should be no excuse why we're not running our own groups and just being excited about it. So that's it. I'm not sure who's going after me, but I picked Jess.
Okay. I'm just going to add on to you just a couple things. Now is a perfect time to just create a group, add 2 people to it. Whether they're, like for me, I just went live in my regular group and I said, you guys, I want to do a test group. I have no idea what this is going to be like. I would love to know if any of you guys would be willing to give me information, whatever. 15 people raise their hand quickly. I put those 15 in there. I have a like a messenger thread that we're talking through. Excuse me, that we're talking through. But the bod groups, there's some kinks in them and there's some glitches, but what they're going to be really is going to be incredible. At least I 100% believe it's going to be. Just listening through all the trainings and hearing Kim Carver talk and listening to Carl the other day, I was like, okay, the potential where this is going to take us as coaches and make our jobs so much easier as a coach, plus make our coaches' jobs easier, we should just be at the forefront of this. So if you have not started your own group, you need to do that tomorrow. Just set it up, add 2 people into it. Honestly, there's so many glitches right now. Like today, I looked at it, it never loaded my day 2 until just now. And I was like, oh, there it is. People could log their stuff. That was great. I could log my Shakeology. I could log my workout. That was great. Sometimes it shows that I've done 12 workouts. That's okay. I mean, it'll all of those kinds of little things will work out. But if you don't have the group set up and you're not getting familiar with how it is going to be, you're just going to be that much farther behind. Don't do that to yourself. Get into the group, get familiar with it. As they work things out, you'll already be there. So when it's all ready, you'll be like, oh, I know what this group's supposed to be like. So just do it. One of the things that I absolutely loved about it is that piece where your leads can find your group. I can't tell you how many leads I've sent messages to, and they never look at my message. They never open it, whatever. But if they open up Beachbody On Demand, they see it on their tablet or their phone or whatever, and my name is right there, and then it says my group, they're more apt to be like, oh, what is that? And click on that, and then I can actually support them. Whereas when I'm doing my groups in Facebook right now, they can't find me unless they open my email, unless they click on that button and have some conversation with me first. Well, not everybody's comfortable doing that. So I'm hoping that this will give our leads a support that they actually need and that we can provide for them. So that is my most exciting piece about it. I'm actually talking about 2 of the new products that are coming out. I'm going to get to that point so we can move on with the call. For the Super Weekend, they talked about a new Shakeology flavor, which is my favorite flavor ever on the planet. So now it's going to be in Shakeology. It is salted caramel. I don't know if there are any other salted caramel fans, but that is like my favorite flavor ever. So we will have access to that. That's actually going to come out on June 23rd. The FAQ, if you guys need more information, is 7705. They will come in the boxes just like they have before with the individual packets in them. Yeah, I'm sure, thanks Jen, you threw me off my game there. I see texted like, anyway. The salted caramel Shakeology will come out when you guys have tried like the pumpkin spice or the peppermint mocha. It's going to be the same situation of how you can purchase it. So it'll have those boxes that have the individual packets in them. I'm super excited about that one. And same rules will apply where you can buy, I think, 5 boxes per account. So if you are wanting that many Shakeology packets, I don't know, you can buy 5 boxes worth. But again, if you have additional questions, the FAQ on that is 7705. We also are coming out with a new Energized flavor. Monica and I actually got to taste this one. It's mixed berry, and we had it at our the new leadership conference in February. It is good. Okay, so we have lemon already, and we have fruit punch. Who loves lemon? Is lemon your favorite? Okay, who are my fruit punch people? Fruit punch is also good. Yeah, I see a hand out there. There it is. Mixed berry, you guys, is like, thanks, Jen. It's like, yeah, mixing them together is a magic flavor. If you haven't tried that, have a scoop of each one is really, really good. Unless you're an intense person and you like 1 scoop of each, do whatever you want to do.
One of each.
Yeah, Jen's definitely a 2 scooper, I can tell. She double dips on the, the Energize. But you will be able to get that in tubs, just like we do now with the other 2 flavors, or in the sticks. And that flavor of Energize will be available in May. So we don't have a day yet, but we do know it's coming out in May. And the FAQ on that is 2260. With the mixed berry, the fruit flavors that you're going to taste are strawberry, blueberry, and raspberry. It is like, I mean, it really is, you drink it and it was like berries. You tasted berries. It is good. I felt it was really sweet. But again, when they make it and give you a sample, it's like a little, it's like a little shot cup. So I don't know if I were to have it, if I'd have more water, it would taste a little bit less sweet. I don't know. I did really like the flavor. And if you love strawberry, blueberry, and raspberry, you're probably gonna like mixed berry. So, questions on those two things? No? Who's excited about the new Energize? Who's more excited about the new Shakeology? Me!
Does this mean I can do
Everybody?
3 scoops? I can do 1 of each? Is that bad for you? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
As
That's
a
bad for
coach,
you.
I'm gonna
I actually
yeah.
wanted to ask that. I know 2 is like when you need an extra boost. Are there people that do 3 on the Energize?
Jen, try it and let us know how it goes.
Be our guinea pig.
I do 2 every single morning, and they're like a little heaping. But I drink it over the course of an hour and a half. So I feel like,
You're
you know, I get a
rationalizing.
little bit of a buzz and then it goes away, and then my buzz comes, not my buzz, you know, the buzzing of your body comes back.
She
when
is
I finish
rationalizing it, Brian. I see what's happening here. We
So
should
if I
probably
want
rein that
3
back in.
scoops, if I want 3 scoops, I just have to get up earlier, is what I'm hearing.
Because like with coffee, the more you drink, like you get kind of immune to the caffeine and you need to drink more. So I just wondered if it was that way with Energize.
I don't recommend it.
Okay.
As a coach, I do not recommend it.
And sorry, I don't mean to get us off topic.
And since
Carry on.
we're on a recorded message, I'm just going to go with let's don't do three scoops. All right, who's next? I'm going to pass it to Becky.
Yes,
All right.
I think I'm up. And what happens is when you're not on the planning call on Friday morning for the team call, they just tell you what you're going to do. And if you know me, I usually tell people what to do. So it was kind of fun to be like, Becky, this is what you're doing. So I actually have the fun job of doing my favorite thing, and it's just sharing from my heart. I'm not going to really talk that long because I don't exactly know what Jen's going to say, but here it is. So if you guys are wondering why your business isn't where you want it to be, or your wellness journey isn't where you want it to be, the question is, what is your why? It's something that's been really on my heart lately. I've been sharing with the other girls that my why hasn't been strong enough lately. Like it's been a wishy-washy why for my own journey and for coaching. So people often ask me, how do you stay motivated? How do you do that? And the answer is your why for doing it has to be stronger than your why not. So why not is probably because your why isn't something that actually moves you to get out of bed and work out, or to ask that coworker or that friend or that acquaintance, you know, that you see once in a while, well, not anymore, that you used to see once in a while, to join. Because think about how, and I know you say this, I feel like a broken record, but think about how these groups, this community, these workouts, this wellness has changed your life and where you would be without it. So even though right now we can't be close to other people, there are more people out there than ever that need to hear from us. And I can just say, from those of us that are choosing to invite people and helping 3 people at least each month, we are getting free leads. And so if you're wondering, do I want to jump back in? Do I want to invite more people? If you help 3 people each month, next month, you will get free leads. I think on average, we used to get, I don't know what you guys say, maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 a week, maybe. So maybe 1 to 5, 6 a month. You guys, we've been getting upwards of 15 a week, would you say? And since BOD Groups has launched, I've had 5 people I don't know that are free leads who have emailed me about my groups, or, hey, where do I find this? And those people usually don't even want to talk to us. They don't know who we are, but they see, oh, hey, this is on BOD. This is my person. Oh, they, you know, and so if you're sort of dabbling or not sure about this, this is the time not only to help more people and have accountability for your journey, but to be able to build your business. I know Jen, at least a couple of our Success Club points from April. Yes, it's April still. I'm scheduling posts for May, so I'm forgetting what month we're in. In April, have been from free leads. People we talked to that did a 3-month trial, or they just did BOD. They didn't know about the challenge pack. They were like, hey, you want to be in my group and try Shakeology? And then they upgrade to a challenge pack. And again, we are not about just trying to sell stuff to people, right? But it's something we know that is going to help them. So I really, really want to encourage you guys. We have what? Friday is the 1st. Yeah, so we just have a couple days till May is here. I would really encourage you right now, I did it earlier today, is to make your current dirt list, which is your list of people that would buy dirt from you if you sold it. And maybe you've already gone through them, but maybe you need to reinvite them. And something as simple as, I am part of a supportive community. If you could use some community, take care of yourself in May, I'd love for you to join me. It doesn't have to be anything more than that. You don't have to give them all the details. And if you're suddenly like, oh my gosh, they said they want to join, now what? That's why we're here. Ask your upline to say, okay, I have this person interested. What do I need to do? I think sometimes even if we've been doing this a while, we get a little bit stuck sometimes, like, oh my gosh, they want to do this, now what? So don't let the fear of what somebody might say keep you from simply asking the question, hey, I'm doing this thing, do you want to join me? I think a lot of us are doing the May Made for More, right? Is everybody doing? Yeah, so we're using the theme for May is Made for More. And I know everybody on this screen and people watching this later, we are all made for more than probably what we're doing right now. And I get that, like, life is crazy right now. But what if you could ask one more person? What if you could reach out and support one more person? And maybe you say, you know what, I've invited everybody. Then just encourage them, send them a check-in message or text or something. Just love on them. We have lots of freebies we can give people. If you don't know what those are, ask your upline coach. We have freebies we can give people. They can try the workouts, they can do other things. So what's that guy's name? The jab, jab, hook guy? What is his name?
Is that Gary Vaynerchuk?
Yes, Vaynerchuk. I think it's, now I'm questioning myself, Gary Vaynerchuk. What a name. It's a Dutch name too, so that's funny. That jab, jab, hook is give, 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 and then invite or try to get them involved in what you're doing as a business. So right now, you guys, it's time for those jabs, the give, the give. I know another book that talks about this is the Go Giver. Like right now, we want to give to people and support them and let them see that we are here to not make a quick sale, but to really help them. And right now, people need help. And this is a beautiful way to do it. There's a lot of other companies that sell supplements, you guys. There's lots of other companies that sell online workouts, tons of them, but there's not a single company or community that will give the support and accountability. And that is what makes us different. So my invites, I don't know about the other girls, my invites lately have not been about the stuff or the supplements or the workouts. It's been about the community because that's what people really need right now. So I really encourage you to make a list of people to follow up with, or people that you haven't invited or you've been really scared to invite. This is really a beautiful month to do it because I think kind of the reality of quarantine and social distancing life is kind of settling in, right? Like it's not brand new. We're kind of in this. People are realizing, hey, the gym's not opening tomorrow. I need something else. So really want to encourage you guys to push past your fear of what's keeping you from inviting somebody. And if you aren't really inviting, check yourself. That's what I had to do. One of the reasons I wasn't inviting as much is because I wasn't sticking to my nutrition as much. I wasn't getting up as early. And so I didn't feel as authentic to myself. So when in doubt, go back to the vitals. Are you doing a program? Are you doing a nutrition program, workout program, nutrition program? Are you drinking your Shakeology? Are you using the products? Are you showing that they actually work? Are you sharing that they work? And then are you growing yourself? Are you doing something to develop yourself? And then are you inviting and sharing? And then the people that you have, are you encouraging them and helping them to get results? It's really, really basic. We get so overwhelmed by the big stuff. I know I do still, 4.5 years later, but this is the time in which lives really, really need to be touched and changed. Okay, I'm not going to keep babbling anymore, but I'm going to say one thing about compliance. Right now, and none of us, I believe, are guilty of this, but some of you might have gotten, we didn't get an email, I think it was just in groups, is that we are not people who are trying to take advantage of this virus and freak people out or tell them that Shakeology or our supplements cure or will help prevent. We do not do that. You can talk about how it gives you energy. You can talk about how it blesses you, but we got to make sure that we're being really, really conscientious about not giving people any false claims or saying things that aren't true. Does that make sense? Because there's a lot of companies right now that are preying on people's fears and anxiety, and that is not what we are about. And compliance wants to make sure that we are above reproach in that regard because it's not who we are, and also because the FDA and the government are cracking down on MLM companies that are doing it. So I don't want to end on that, but just make sure that we're being the people that we say that we are. And then in the next couple of days, let's each commit, write down a number. I'm not going to make you say it, how many people you're going to invite. And that can be follow-ups or new invites, whatever it is. Write down that number and send it to your upline coach. You don't have to share it here unless Jen makes you in a minute, because she probably will. And then reach out to those people. Okay, I'm going to stop babbling. I think, is it going back to Jess or right to Jen?
Well, Becky, what's funny is we told you what to do and you didn't even do it, Rebecca. I'm just kidding. So Becky was gonna talk about something really awesome that's coming. So I'm bevies.
Wait, you never told me that. You're lying. Did you really?
I'm not lying. In the agenda.
So organized, guys.
No, seriously. You know what, you guys? What they said I was talk about is motivating things. So it's exactly what I talked about. But if I was supposed to talk about bevies, I'm really glad that I forgot, because I do not want to talk about bevies.
That's why we gave you bevies. And then really what we told Becky, we said Becky wraps up with therapist talk. So she did good.
So listen, that's what I thought. And then I looked back at the whole order of things and it said my name in the middle. So guess what, you guys? Don't ever not be on a call with these girls or you're never going to have no idea what's going on.
Love you. Okay. So really quick, I'm going to tell you about this awesome new product called Bevies that I wish had a different name, because that just, whatever. I
thought it was a joke when they announced it.
I know. It seemed like a Saturday Night Live skit. But the idea behind them is great. I'm sure there was a lot of, what's that, R&D? I don't know what that means, but like when people make decisions about big things.
Research
like
and development.
Thank you. I'm sure people spend a lot of time, and Bevies is a great name for some reason, and we will figure it out. But what the Bevies are, I'm going to see how many times I can say Bevies in a minute. It is a drink that is 15 calories. It comes in 2 flavors, pomegranate something, and lemon. And the idea is, okay, you ate your dinner, you need something a little bit sweet, but you're trying to be dinner and done if you're following the 2B mindset, or you finished your containers if you're following UPF. And so you can have this little drink, this little bevy, and it will kind of satiate you. Just 15 calories. I didn't really look too far into bevies because I didn't think I was going to talk about them, but that's what I know about bevies. I love you, Becky. They're coming out in July. Is there anything I missed about bevies? Bevies.
What are they called?
They're called bevies.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I think the main idea is we have a lot of people who have a really hard time with only drinking water. So when I say people, customers, clients, people who are coming from, we drink a whole lot of soda and now you're asking me to cut all of that out and only drink water. I think for some people it's nice to have a little something else. You know, like how many of us drink LaCroix every now and then just to have something that is a little different than water or something, hence this person right here. But that kind of idea. So I think bevies is going to be one of those things where people are like, okay, I drank my water, but I just want something that is a drink that is different and it's not going to ruin all of my wellness goals that I've set for myself. And I like the idea. I'm curious how it's all going to taste or be or whatever, but I do think it's a good idea. I don't love the name per se, but I think the drink idea is great. Yeah, I might get behind it after I taste it and it's delicious and I'm like, never mind, I'm drinking all the bevies.
Yes, I think the idea is great. And I think add a little, I think Amanda Dahl, if any of you know her, add a little Tito's to it and you'll be fine. Okay, we're moving forward. Monica's like, I don't associate myself with these people. I'm going to share my screen and show you an awesome video that some of you maybe have already seen. Tell me, raise your hand really quick once I start playing it. Hear it.
How do you turn your body into a 24/7 fat-burning machine?
Hey, welcome to Beachbody Studios. Today, I am taking you in on a sneak peek of my new program, MBF. Muscle burns fat. Let's check it out. Stay with me on the tempo, guys. Pick up the energy a little bit. Come on. Reach up, reach up, reach up. Grab those bod ropes. Let's go. Get that determination in your eyes. You're going to need grit to get through this. That's that energy I want to see. That's what I love. Get into it. Ha. You push. Ha. You fight. Ha. You guys are like a little army. A Megan army. I love it. Let it burn. You guys are almost done with that Mega Minute. Muscle Burns Fat is a high-intensity 3-week program that's designed to build muscle and lose fat. We are going to be lifting heavy. We have circuit training. We have very powerful movements in there. And the music is going to push you to that next level. Every single beat, you're getting a rep done. And then we take it a step further by introducing the next program, MBFA. Muscle Burns Fat Advance, the next 3-week program that's going to add a whole new layer of difficulty on MBF. So I want you to be building the muscle to raise that metabolism up, and that's how we're gonna get results. Make that booty work, feel that beat, feel that burn. It's all about gaining muscle, losing fat. That's what we're here for. Big sprint to the finish. You're next, build muscle, burn fat, MBF. Let's go.
Okay, could you hear that? I could hear nothing. It's super weird. I don't know why that happens on my computer. I'm glad you could hear. Okay, so that is our newest program, MBF, MBFA, Muscle Burns Fat. Not Muscle Builds Fat, which some people have said that is not what we want. We don't want to build fat. We're going to burn fat. So you kind of got the gist of it there in a little video. I'm just trying to open up the actual details for you. For me, for somebody. Okay, so the program is just 3 weeks. Honestly, when I'm thinking about this program, I feel like it's a new 21-day fix a little bit. Like it's something that's 3 weeks long that people can get on board with, do for 3 weeks, see some awesome results. And then if they want to keep going, there's an advanced version. So to me, it's like a new, 21-day fix real time is the new and improved 21-day fix. But this is just another program like that we can say to new challengers, hey, start with this. If you've got some fitness background, it is an intermediate program. But if you have some fitness under your belt, start with this. It's 3 weeks. It's easy. The workouts in the first 3 week in just MBF are like 25 to 35 minutes. It's 7 days a week, just like 21-day fix. The workouts get a little bit longer in the advance. I think they go up to like 40 minutes. But it's going to be awesome. There are these little like fake jump ropes that maybe one of you girls know, but I don't know if it will come in a challenge pack when you purchase the program or if it'll be like the bar socks where you have to purchase it separately. But there are these little, it's like you're holding a jump rope, but it doesn't attach. So you can't trip over your feet and you can still pretend that you're jumping rope. So that's apparently a part of this program that I think is going to be super fun. I actually super randomly had somebody ask me today if there were any jump roping programs on Beachbody On Demand. I've literally never had that question ever. And I was able to say, well, not yet, but a sort of jump ropey program is coming in July. So let's see here. Will be available to coaches July 7th through 26th is our exclusive window. On the 27th is when it will be VIP early access on BOD and when our customers can purchase early access. And then it will be available to everybody on BOD late December of this year. So that's sort of the bare bones info about that. Any questions about that? I'm pretty excited. Megan Davies, if you've done Clean Week, that was her baby. She was on the super awesome Beachbody reality show, The 20s. If you are ever in need of something to watch and you've watched everything on Netflix, you can go watch The 20s. It's on Beachbody On Demand. It is entertaining. So a bunch of people who want to be the next super trainers for Beachbody are in a house together, like Big Brother or The Bachelor, but working out, not making out. Okay. Great. No questions about MBF, MBFA?
Yes, question.
Yes, Terry.
Okay. I didn't read the facts. Did they say if they are going to have it come out with both programs at the same time, or are they going to release each one separately?
My guess is that they will do what they've done previously. This is not fact, but my guess is the way they rolled out 21-day fix real time is they did it. They rolled every single day. They let out a new a new workout. And so they'll slowly release those first 3 weeks. And then after that, they'll slowly release the advanced program. Is that what everybody else understands as well? Okay.
Yeah, that's how I understand it. They'll do the first program and roll it out, and then they'll do the next program and roll it out.
Yeah. And the FAQ on that is 2090 if you want to check it out. Okay, so I just wanted to share something really quick. I actually wrote a post about it today because I feel like it's been something that's been super helpful. For me, one of the National Wake Up Calls, I don't know, it was a few weeks ago, was Ali Testatori, and she talked a lot about time management and just getting your ducks in a row, especially in a time where everything feels a little out of control a little bit.
The one time she had something on her heart and then she all froze up.
You all froze. Sorry, where did you lose me?
You were the only one frozen.
The very beginning.
Oh.
I just posted this today.
Posted this today. Okay. Okay, so today I just posted about this because it's been something that's been super helpful to me, and I think it might be helpful to other people as well. Ali Testatori was on the National Wake Up Call a few weeks back. So if you haven't listened to that National Wake Up Call, it is awesome. She talks a lot about time management, just getting your ducks in a row when life feels chaotic and everything feels out of control, but you can sort of kind of create this bubble of, I mean, we're still not really in control, but like control the things you can control. So it was a super great National Wake Up Call. And one thing that she said specifically on that call was the phrase, and I have it on a Post-it note on my computer now, that says discipline equals freedom. And a lot of people think of that word discipline and they think, ugh, like it's a yucky word. I don't want to be disciplined. Like being disciplined is boring. I'm keeping from doing things and I'm putting boundaries up. And I mean, those things are good, but I don't think a lot of people think of discipline and they're like, wow, really want more discipline. Like my kids certainly don't hear the word discipline and think they want more of it, right? But as she sort of talked through it, it made a lot of sense and it really resonated with me. And she just talked about the fact that the more you are disciplined, and you know, she talked about putting time in your business and being really disciplined, it gives you freedom of time later and freedom of finances and kind of like the big picture stuff. But I really took it as like the more disciplined that I am with my time, it actually frees me up in those little pockets of time to be super present and super engaged. And so since that call, I have been making a point to literally schedule out every half hour of my day from when I wake up to when I go to bed. And she talks about this on the call. This wasn't my idea. It was a great idea that I got from her. And that might sound at first like, you are so type A and that sounds stressful. And I don't want to map out my whole day half hour by half hour, but this is what I will tell you. If I know that I have scheduled in there, I have this hour and a half that I'm going to work, and I have this hour here that I'm going to work. And over here is when I know I'm going to fold the laundry. And here's when I'm going to Zoom with my friends. And this is when I'm going to do school with the kids. And this is when I'm making dinner. And if it's all laid out there, then when I'm homeschooling my kids, I don't feel the pressure to quick pull out my phone and like a few pictures on Instagram or follow a few people on Instagram and give my kids less of me in that time because I'm stressed that, well, when am I going to fit it in? I don't have to do that because I know I have time for that in my day. So I can be fully present and fully engaged with my kids in that moment. And vice versa. When I have those working times, I can say to my kids, hey, you got all of me when we, like today, we went out and we played soccer. Like you got all, like that was you and me. I wasn't on my phone. I wasn't thinking about the laundry. I wasn't making dinner while you were out playing. Like we were doing that together. And now I have this half hour that I'm going to work. And I don't have to feel guilty that I'm working because I scheduled time. Like I know what my priorities are and I schedule time for them. I have, my priorities are that I spend time with God in the morning, that I work out. I make sure I spend time with my kids. I make sure we have family time together after dinner. I make sure that I work my business. I have another job that I schedule in. I'm now a teacher for my children. You know, like we all have priorities and they're all probably a little bit different. But if you sit down and you say, okay, what are the things that are super important to me that I want to know that when I'm doing them, they are getting all of me. They're not getting pieces of me, which is so easy in this season where there's so many things that we're having to juggle and so many balls in the air. And it feels like, you know, that person that spins the plates. I don't know if it's like a carnival or the circus or whatever, but like, it just almost to me feels like that. And literally sitting down and the discipline of saying, okay, this is my day. Half hour, half hour, half hour, half hour. And sure, some things are just 3 half-hour blocks. But like, I'm not going to spend an hour folding laundry. Maybe I'll spend a half an hour between folding it and putting it away, whatever. So a half-hour chunk for me feels like the right amount of time. Maybe for you, it's 15 minutes. But I would really encourage you to sit down, first figure out what are the things that I prioritize, that I want to make space for, that I want to fully engage in and be present for every day. How much time? And then go through your day and fill those things in. Like, part of your job is to work out. How great is that? Fill that in. You're working. Part of your job is teaching your kids, maybe. Fill that in. Be present with them. So I'm kind of becoming a broken record, but you get the idea. The more you're disciplined, then in those moments, you have that freedom to be all there. And you don't have to carry the guilt with you. You don't have to hide your phone under the table at dinner so you can quick get that message out, you know. So that's really all I wanted to share. It's been something that has been super freeing, which sounds funny. Like, I'm more rigid, but really it's been really freeing for me to do that and have that schedule each day. And honestly, I have the same thing for my kids. Like, they know from when they wake up, and, you know, and an hour and a half of it is creative time. Like, they can do whatever the crap they want. I'm not entertaining them. They can play Legos, they can do puzzles, whatever. But like, they have these pockets in their day. So they don't get mad at me that I'm not letting them play Legos, because they know they're going to have their creative time. So, you know, do it for your kids, do it for yourself. But take the time to think through your priorities, make a schedule. And I promise you, if you do it, you will feel so much freer in those specific moments doing those specific things. So Becky was going to give some therapist talk. Beck, you have any good wrap it up, feel good things to say?
Me, no. But I will say this, that if we're not taking care of ourselves, we can't show up for our little people, our significant others, for our friends, for our work, for whatever it is. So I don't know that you'll be interested, but on the 8th, I think it is, yes, Friday the 8th, someone in our community who wants to bless some of her customers and clients is going to be interviewing me on a Zoom call for just some self-care and wellness and nutrition and kid therapy tips. It's going to be like a half hour, and then a Q&A for people that want to stay on after that. So if you want to invite people to that, you want to join that. But one of the things that we're talking a lot about is that people often right now feel like if their kids are home, and Jen kind of gets to what Jen was saying, is that they have to do everything with their kids. They have to play with them. They have to be doing everything education-wise. They have to have dinner ready. They have to have all of that. We couldn't do that before when we send our kids away. So like, how in the world are we going to be able to do it now? And people say, oh, how could you get up so early in the morning? How could you not just, you know, how could you eat well? And I just can never do that. The reason we're doing those things is because our why is that we're showing up for other people right now. So even if right now, like the business piece, wherever you are with that, like the one thing I really want to end on this, and I would say this to myself too, is that if you're not taking care of you, you can't take care of any of the other people that matter. And if we were to make a list of our top like 5 values, people are on that. And for those 5 people that you value most in this world, they need you to push play. They need you to move your body. They need you to not eat crap. My hand is going up. They need you to get sleep. They need you to take a break, to say no or to say yes or whatever your life needs. So the minute you're starting to feel guilty about that kind of stuff, remember your why for doing those things is showing up for those people. And right now, as people that are supporting others as coaches, whether we have 1 challenger or 100 challengers, we need to take care of ourselves. So really just this week, what does that look like for you? Is it more water? Is it scheduling your workouts? Is it going to the grocery store and getting more fresh vegetables? I don't know what it is, but if you're not showing up for you, you're not going to be able to show up for any of the people that matter. So that's it. Did we take a picture? We lost a lot of people, so that's kind of sad. Jess, you want to take a picture since you're always the one to make do it?
Sure.
I don't know if Terry wants to put her smile on here or not.
I'll give her 2 seconds. Oh,
Or not.
Oh, she's
You don't want to?
thinking. Okay.
all right. Smile. Got it.
Thanks, friend. Thanks,
Perfect.
everybody, for being here. It was good to see all of you.
Yes, let us know if you guys have questions or anything that comes up.
Will do.
Thanks, everybody.
All right.